After playing 9 of its past 10 games on the road and posting an 8-2 record during the stretch, the Storm expects to be greeted by sell-out Key Arena crowds Friday and Sunday. 2 games remain over the final 3 days of the regular season, but there's still so much at stake for the Storm. The top priority is capturing a win in Friday's at 7 p.m. matchup against New York at Key Arena to clinch the number 1 seed and home court advantage in the playoffs. Seattle, 24-8, could also secure the WNBA's best record if Atlanta, 22-10, loses one of its 2 remaining games. The Storm, which is guaranteed a spot in the semifinals, also wants to head into the playoffs healthy, understanding that it is 23-2 when its starters are healthy. "It's the same as we've approached any other game. Must win," Storm forward Breanna Stewart said. "We know what's at stake as far as clinching the No. 1 seed, but I think more importantly it's finishing this weekend strong because we have a week off and that trim is really important as we go into the playoffs." Friday's outcome will likely affect how Coach Dan Hughes handles Sunday's game and if he elects to rest players. "In a lot of situations in my career the answer would be an emphatic yes, and you sit people out because your health is so important in this league," he said. "But this is a little different. I think the fact that we won't play again until August 26. You got to ask yourself, do you really want to go that long without playing?" Against New York, 7-25, which has lost 11 straight and sat out 4 of its top 6 scorers in its previous outing, Seattle has a chance to accomplish its 2 most pressing needs, win and rest players. "To me it's another example of putting on display of who we are, and I don't want to miss a chance to do that," Hughes said. "We're constantly trying to look at ourselves to try to get to our strengths, trying to identify what we do best and play to that." After playing 9 of its past 10 games on the road and posting an 8-2 record during the stretch, the Storm expects to be greeted by sell-out crowds Friday and Sunday. "It felt good to come into the airport and recognize that we're back," Hughes said, smiling. "At first it just seemed like another airport. We were in 4 different cities on 4 different days on the last trip. It felt good to come home." The Storm could check off a slew of benchmarks during a record-setting season. Stewart, the MVP frontrunner who is averaging 22.0 points and vying for the WNBA scoring title, will set a single-season franchise record for field goals with her next basket. Natasha Howard, who is averaging career highs in points, 13.5, rebounds, 6.5, blocks, 2.0, and steals, 1.2, is putting the finishing touches on a breakout season that's made her the top candidate for the league's Most Improved award. Meanwhile, Sue Bird needs 7 assists to break the team's single-season record of 221 she set in 2003. She's also 26 behind Ken native, Gonzaga alumnus and current Chicago Sky guard Courtney Vandersloot, whose 241 assists broke the previous single-season WNBA record of 236, held by Ticha Penicheiro. With its next basket behind the arc, the Storm will set a WNBA record for three-pointers. Phoenix set the record with 283 in 2007. "It's been a special season for sure, and we've accomplished plenty," Bird said. "When you have the kind of season we've had, records get broken. People like Stewie and Natasha are up for individual awards. Those things only happen because we as a team stay focused on what's important, and yeah, it sounds boring, but what's important is the next game. Everything else will take care of itself."